I decided that I'm ready to go on a friend date with you guys and for us to get to know each other. For our hangout for today, our topic today, our hangout for our hangout session today, I wanted to kind of just get to know each other on a deeper personal level and also help to kind of just because I'm trying to find friends. I'm trying to find people who I can actually connect with on a deep level. One thing about me is I'm not a surface level type of person. I like to get deep with people. I like to be able to talk about anything and everything with my friends. So I'm not very much like I like to talk about healing and trauma and like just everything, like sex and um love and like spirituality and obviously like astrology and just certain things like that. So psychology and all the things, mental health. So I kind of am just wanting I'm really trying to be purposeful with the content that I put out. Like I said in the previous video, I really want to start doing more content that makes me feel good and in hopes attract my community or attract like-minded people to my channel and in hopes of also allowing me to or attracting like people that I would love that are like-minded to join just this community and then the women's group that I plan to create and everything like that. So I decided what better way to do that than put out an intro video and a video that shares tells you guys that helps you guys get to know me better pretty much. And so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. First, I really want to light this candle that I have. So my boyfriend bought me this candle on my birthday, and this candle is pretty much a birth date candle. And you pretty much go on the site and then it asks for your birthday information and you put it down and then they formulate your own candle scent based on your birth date, and it tells you about your astrology and everything like that. It gives you like information on the back about your astrology and what your birth date means. And I haven't really read it that much. Honestly, I haven't really read the back of it now that I think about it. But it smells really good and I haven't opened it yet or I haven't lit the candle yet because I just want to keep it. It's just a beautiful work of art. But I decided I'm going to burn it today for this video, and it's still Aquarius season. So 1 second, let me do that really quick. I didn't really do much to my hair. Today's like a really chill day. It's a Gemini moon day. So for me, Gemini is in my 4th house. I was going to share my astrology. Well, obviously the title says I'm a Pisces rising. I am a Pisces rising. But today I'm actually going to be exposing my full astrology chart, okay? Because I thought that would be the best get to know me. But first, I don't want people to be like biased against like my astrology chart. So I think it'll be better for me to tell you. I listed 10 facts about me. And then at the end of me sharing all those facts, then I will also at the end of me, why am I repeating myself? At the end of me sharing those facts, then I will go through my astrology chart and share some things with you guys to kind of sum it up together for things to make sense. I think it's better. I don't think you should skip ahead. I know it's tempting, but I think you should listen to these things, like listen to these 10 facts and see if it resonates with my astrology chart or my astrology placements that I'll be sharing with you guys today. So I'm really excited. Let's get started before I rant too much. So I did write everything down because once again, I always blame one of the placements that I've already shared. I've already shared some placements, but whatever. One of the placements that I did share is that I am a Capricorn Mercury, or my Mercury's in Capricorn. So I feel like I communicate the best when my thoughts are organized. And one thing that helps me organize my thoughts is obviously writing them down. So I'm going to read off of here. Okay. Number 1. I said, "Hi, my name is Jess. I was born in Los Angeles, California. And then when I was 10, what? I'm already critiquing the way I wrote this. I kind of just jotted this down. I wasn't trying to be like super articulate or anything like that. Anyways, okay, moving on. I was born in Los Angeles, California. And when I was 10 years old, or around 10, I believe I was somewhere around 8, 9, 10. Okay. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I was like closer to 9, 10. Okay. Now around that time, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere. I don't think I was 8 though, because I was entering, you know what? I was entering into 4th grade when I came to Georgia. I was in 4th grade. So whatever age you are in 4th grade, that's how old I was. But yeah, when I was whatever age I was, 10, let's just say 10, me, my mom, stepdad, and little brother drove to Atlanta, Georgia, which took us 3 whole days, where we will be starting our new life. As a child, so yeah, that was the first fact about me, that I was born in Los Angeles, California, but I was raised, well, I don't want to say I was raised in California too, but up until I was 10, and then I moved to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, which is where, I've been here for the past multiple years, and now I'm 28 years old. So I've been here for a while. Okay, number 2 is, as a child, I loved fashion / dressing up cute. I actually also used to model as a child, but I decided that that wasn't something that I wanted to do long term, because at the time, there were a lot more rules when it came to being a model than it is today. I feel like today, although it's probably not as perfect today, I feel like back then, the criteria for being a model or modeling was very much, it wasn't as inclusive, and it was just more strict. And I just what did I say? Yeah, I said at the time, there were a lot of rules that came with being a model. It was not as inclusive as it is now. And respectfully, I don't do rules that restrict people. I don't do rules that restrict people from being their true selves. So yeah, that's one of the things. I just didn't like the thought of like having to be a certain size, or having to watch what I eat, or just certain things like that. I didn't like that. That made me feel like I was being controlled, and being, one of the things I already shared with you guys is I am an Aquarius sun. So I just like to be able to have my freedom, and somebody telling me like I have to be, like having somebody telling me that I need to be at a certain body weight or restrict. I just didn't like the idea of that. And knowing that when I was a kid too was pretty impressive, that I already even had that like mindset. Like I didn't want to have to be restricted or anything like that. By the way, I am trying my best to not go downstairs and tell my boyfriend to turn down his music, because he is playing his music because he's cooking dinner right now. But he has the music blasting, and I hope you guys can't hear it. Although this microphone was a big expense, so it better work well and not be able to pick up. But yeah, my boyfriend has this like huge speaker that's just like, anyways. Yeah, like I can feel the floors anyways, okay. Let me see. I'm also like trying to figure out like which way do I want to hold this. Also, if I'm being awkward, okay, I'm sorry. This is the last thing, and I'm gonna keep going. I am not comfortable. I'm trying to get comfortable with talking in front of the camera on this channel, and I'm not quite there yet. So if I seem a little awkward or weird, well, first of all, I am kind of an awkward or weird person. Not really, but like, especially if I'm doing something out of my comfort zone and I'm forcing myself to just get on camera. So just have patience with me if I seem like I'm repeating my words a lot. I also was born, okay, I have to say this. I was born on I hate to be that person. Okay, this is another annoying thing that I've found myself doing because I'm so excited now that I can actually talk about astrology. Like outwardly, because I don't really talk about it, with people because I'm in my everyday life, nobody that I know is as obsessed with astrology as I am. So I have to, though, I realized in some of my past videos, I'll say something about myself and I'll be like, yeah, because I'm such an Aquarius, or it's because I'm this. And I don't know, but that kind of, it makes me cringe because like, I don't ever want people to think that I'm blaming my astrology on the way that I am. Okay. Because first off, I feel like I am this person, I'm this way because that's who I am. And I just so happen, like, yes, it will resonate with the fact that I am an Aquarius, but I don't ever want it to seem like, oh, this is how I am because I am this. Then that doesn't mean that I can change, because I don't believe that. I think an unhealthy way of using astrology is blaming your characteristics on your astrology and blaming it in a way like, this is who I am. I'm an Aquarius. What do you expect? Like, of course I'm gonna be blah, 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 blah. No, I think you should still, grow and learn from your not the best traits and not just be like, this is me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I get excited and in my head sometimes when I be like, I mean, but I shouldn't though. Oh my gosh, am I not the most Aquarius? See, I'm doing it again. I think it's okay. You know what? Freak, F it, man. Yes, I'm gonna do that. But just know whenever I relate to my astrology with me being a certain way, that's not me saying like I'm blaming my astrology for it. I'm just connecting. I'm showing the connection to like, this is the characteristic that I have, and it associates well with my astrology. I'm like really overthinking this. It's really not that deep. Okay, let's continue. So where was I? Okay, so I said I also wanted to be a fashion designer when I grew up. I used to love drawing, creating, and coming up with new designs or fashion designs. And then another thing that I loved was dance. I really, really love to dance. I still do. I feel my freest whenever I dance. And I guess if I were to pretty much sum up these hobbies of mine, I would just say that I just really enjoyed being able to express myself. I love to express myself or use self-expression. That was just a priority of my happiness as a child, being able to express myself through my creativity, through fashion, and just being able to be free to do that. I said, okay, I'm kind of going off a script here, so if I repeat myself when I'm reading it, that's why. But I said, I like to express myself as a child through fashion, dance, and I also said my mouth, aka my words, the way I communicate it. And I said, which, although I would say I was a pretty good child, the one thing that I did get in trouble for a lot was definitely like my mouth, like because I would talk, not be disrespectful to my parents or my mom, but I was very much like if I didn't think something was right, I was gonna call it out. uh, respectfully. If I felt like I was being treated unfairly or something didn't make sense or something was just wrong, I pointed it out. I definitely spoke my mind as a child. Let's just say that. Um, so yeah, so when I'm feeling down or like I'm straying away from my true self, I'm not perfect, but I do try my best to connect back to the things that I used to love as a child, connecting back to my inner child, my inner child. So, yeah. And speaking of fashion and music, if I were to describe my style, it would definitely, I would just pretty much say that it depends on how I wake up that day, to be quite honest. But if I were to like, because I feel like my style can change a lot. My style is pretty much like my mood, like how I feel that day. But if I were to kind of tell you like my go-to like styles or aesthetics that I kind of like, switch around, if that makes sense. My go-to ones, I would say definitely I do really love bohemian styles. I do really love grungy, goth, punk, that type of style. I do love a good sensual and sexy vibe, and I like also streetwear with the dash of alien. And I had to throw in a dash of alien because like sometimes I do things and it's like, why? Like I don't know, like I really do like to like be different. I hate to like confirm. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being different. Yeah, I like to be different. I like to stand out. I like to be unique. I don't like to look like other people. So sometimes I just be like, how can I make this outfit just different? And also express, because that's who I am. I don't feel like I'm out really trying to be somebody that I'm not. I just love to be different. So I'm expressing my like quirky, weird kind of style or personality, or I'm expressing the quirky, weird part of myself, or the part of myself that wants to be different and do something just outlandish through my style. So like my style may be cute, but I may throw it off by doing something very like just like what that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even match. Like what is this? Like you could have done without it. But I like it because it makes me feel like it just adds the alien or the different aspect to the outfit or whatever. So anyways, so yeah. And then as far as my favorite music / artists, first, before I go into those, I would say I genuinely really love all genres as far as music. I can tell you I have a favorite artist and favorite song from all genres. So I love, and I really, that's another thing that I like prioritize in people. Like if I were to think of like my ideal friend, it would be like somebody that also genuinely loves different, like who is very open-minded in general, but also, yeah, open-minded when it comes to like everything, but also music as well. Because I love music. I could listen to all kinds of music. But if I were to share some of my favorite artists, they would be number one. I'm gonna have to give it to my girl Rihanna. Okay, I have to. I love Rihanna, even though she has been kind of ghost from the music world. But I just love her, and I think would I say she's like the best artist in the world? The bias in me, but like musically, like we get it. Like there are probably better singers than Rihanna, I guess, but I just like Rihanna's style as a whole, to be honest. I just love her vibes. I love her like she also gives me like, what did I say? I said I like her voice, her style, her attitude, and just her vibe overall. She is like the full package in my eyes. So yeah, And also, would I love to like be her friend in real life? Yeah. Because she just gives me, she just, you know, I've just always been like really like had a little girl crush on her. I'm not lesbian as far as I know. Okay. I do have a boyfriend. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but I am attracted to fucking women. Of course. Women are beautiful. So yeah, I do believe women are attractive, but I don't really mean like, you know, I would get into a relationship romantically with one. But like, yeah, could I admit that that I'm attracted to women? Yeah, of course. Everyone, aren't we all? We're beautiful. Women are beautiful. Okay. So yeah, but anyways, love Rihanna. The next one is Doja Cat. Yes, I am a Doja Cat supporter. And if you aren't, then you know, no judgment. But if you are the ones who said, but if you are one of the ones that say that you like the old Doja Cat, I'm so sorry, but I don't think this relationship is gonna work out because I freaking love the new Doja Cat. I love all versions of Doja Cat. I don't like the old, new, blah, blah. I love when an artist does whatever the fuck that they want to do, regardless of what anybody else says. Because you know what? That's the definition of being a freaking authentic artist. Okay? That is a true artist. Okay? And if I don't know if I just spit on this microphone when I said that. If you saw it, you didn't see anything fly out of my mouth. Maybe I didn't, but I feel like, yeah, like what the absolute heck? That though the best artists are the ones who literally stay authentically themselves and also change too. You grow as an artist as you get older. Like, I just really don't understand people. Like, I understand. First of all, I can see everybody's point of view, but I love when artists are like, I'm going to do me. If you like it, great. If you don't, then don't support. But I'm not going to confine myself to I'm not going to be a sellout pretty much and do what the industry wants me to do or do what the society wants me to do. I'm going to do whatever that resonates with me and feels good to me. So Rihanna gives me those vibes. Doja Cat gives me those vibes, and you'll probably see that's kind of a similar trait. The next person that I love is Sabrina Claudio. If you haven't heard of her, she's amazing. She is my go-to when I'm feeling like I want to be sensual and sexy and I want to like freaking just love up on myself and feel like I'm just that sexy woman vibes. I go to my girl, my Virgo. She's a Virgo artist, Sabrina Claudio. She brings out the inner sexy, sensual woman in me. And then I love Shakira. She's always been like my fave. She's also an Aquarius, which I didn't know this. I always learn about, obviously, you know, my favorite artists, astrology, signs, and stuff like that after the fact. But it always makes sense. If you think about it, if you really start to notice, look up your favorite artists, astrology, signs, and I promise you, 9 times out of 10, they either have the same, they have similar aspects in your astrology chart. Like, you know what I mean? They're compatible with your astrology. Or they're either compatible with your sun sign, your big 3, or some other important major astrology aspects into your chart. You know? So, and then lastly, Kendrick Lamar. Excuse me, I just burped. Sorry. No, I'm not apologizing that I burped. We all burp, but I didn't mean to burp on camera. I mean, I could have, you know, did it off of this microphone. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar, love him. He's my favorite rapper. Dare I say he's the best rapper of all time. I know. It's okay. I'm not claiming to know. I just love him. And then a couple others that I jotted down that I just started recently loving was uh I love Paramore. I love Fiona Apple. These are Paramore I always used to love, but I just started I believe their last album, This Is Why. I just got reconnected to it in January last month and I was starting to get obsessed with it. My favorite song that relates it's literally me. Like like Hayley Williams is speaking to my Capricorn Mercury from that song running out of time running out of time, bruh. Any other Capricorn Mercury's out there, or maybe a retrograde too, because I am a Mercury retrograde. I feel that in my freaking bones. That song, Running Out of Time. If you are always a late person, if you have a problem with time management, go watch that song, Running Out of Time by Paramore, and you will never ever have never ever felt so seen by an artist. Anyways, but yeah, so now I really love Paramore. I also love Hayley Williams even more, and I've like been obsessed with her for whatever reason. I mean, she is a Capricorn after all. I do have some Capricorn placements. Capricorn rules my 11th house. I learned from the Pluto and Capricorn situation that I have, like, Capricorns are very important to me in my life as far as like friends and people that I like. Yeah, they're just probably gonna, I'm probably going to have a lot of, or I don't know, my friends, my group, my community are probably gonna have some Capricorn placements. Okay. So make sure I'm not exposing my, oh, why? I should not sit like this, should I? I should not. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a little break soon too, because I need to go eat something. I knew I should have ate before. I was already kind of hungry before I started this video, but I was like, I've been putting this video off for like all day today, because like, yo, today is a Saturday, first of all. Second of all, I've been feeling just very chill and like very homey vibes. Just I've been here chilling with my boyfriend. We've had an amazing day today, as far as just like, connecting with each other. And it's just been a chill Saturday. So I also didn't like film early in the morning, and I'm my most productive in the mornings, like I've said. So as the day goes on and on and on, my productivity, my energy for being productive just goes down, down, down. So yeah, I don't have the most energy at night. So yeah, I almost didn't film this, but I felt like I knew I wanted to today. So I just, yeah. Okay, my wonderful camera died. But yeah, so today's a Gemini moon, or moon in Gemini. Gemini rules my 4th house, home, family. I think that's it. Yeah, home, family, and inner emotions. I think it's like your private emotions or something, or like yourself, connection to yourself. Let me see. Looking at my journal really quick. Your inner feelings, parents, caregivers, home, foundations. Okay. So, yeah. You know what's so crazy? Yesterday, was it a Gemini moon yesterday? Because I went to go see my boyfriend's mom yesterday. And then today I've been just home. Also, my boyfriend is a Sagittarius rising, so his Gemini moon is the house that rules Gemini for him is his 7th house. And we've been really like, I just feel like, once you start tracking the moon signs, you kind of start to know like when you feel the best. Like on certain moon signs, you feel the best. Certain moon signs, you feel a little off balance. And some moon signs, you kind of feel a little bit more tension. And I know separately, like, okay, I feel good on this moon day, but then I've started to take it a step further, and I'll track like, um, oh my gosh, I'm veering off so much. What? This is very Gemini of me too. Like my moon is like all over the place. Like I'm very communicative right now. I like to communicate, but my thoughts are kind of like all over the place and jumping from one thing to the next. Um But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I like to take it a step further and say like, oh, I've noticed that me and my boyfriend like feel the best, like we're more in tune, or we are just more in harmony as far as emotionally on certain moon days. Gemini moon days are one of our, like, we're in very good harmony as a couple, and we're like very focused on each other more. I would say that. Let's just say that we're focused on the relationship more. I mean, we always are, but you know what I mean? I don't know, like we just are very more like relationship-y. I've noticed, and it makes sense because the moon is transiting through or Gemini rules my boyfriend's seventh house, which is all about relationships. So yeah, and he'll so around this time I noticed that he probably wants to like do more things with me, be with me, although we are around each other. But you know what I mean? You feel it more. You feel like you want to be around your partner more. You want to do things with your partner more. So yeah. And then obviously like mine's rules like home, and like, yeah, I guess your boyfriend can be counted as your family, but like I live with him. So we're both just usually spend a lot more time and like want to be up on around each other more, and talking more. That's another thing. Like, I realized that me and my boyfriend like have the most craziest like conversations. Like we always do. We're really good when it comes to communicating. As far as like we're really good at like holding a conversation. But like when we're on Gemini moon days, we're just kind of like chatter, like just it's yeah. So anyways, also I'm sorry, I have to share this. My boyfriend listened to the Kanye album for the first time in like a week. Okay, I'm back. I went to go eat a huge orange. Because I'm still on this fruits and vegetable cleanse and not cleanse, fast. I'm doing this 40-day fast with my mom, where you give up something that you pretty much like, you give up something that you enjoy to practice discipline. So it's pretty much Lent, but since we identify, or at least I'll speak for myself, since I identify more as spiritual than religious, I'm just saying that I'm going on a 40-day fast, or I'm fasting something in my life for 40 days to practice discipline. So yeah, I decided to do the most extreme thing, which is I decided to go on a plant-based only kind of diet. I don't like to say diet, but yeah. And I'm going on my third day. So my mom said that it does, she said the first 3 days will probably be the hardest. So I'm really excited for tomorrow and the rest of the days, in hopes that everything, anyways, I just stopped I just want to not crave like my favorite things like potatoes and desserts and stuff, which I can find alternatives to, like, anyways, we're not going to go in. That's a whole nother freaking rant. But I'm not just eating, I'm going to eat a big salad for dinner, but I'm trying to wait till my boyfriend's done making his dinner. I probably should have flossed too, because now I have a bunch of orange in my teeth, but now I'm already here and I'm wasting time again ranting about stuff that has nothing to do with the topic of this video. But yeah, I think I just felt my last point that I was trying to make was I was explaining another Gemini theme, since the moon is in Gemini, or Gemini moon theme. And me and my boyfriend were talking about Kanye and everything that's been going on with him and his new album. And we were, I used to like Kanye as an artist, and I still think he is artistically more like a genius when it comes to like his creativity and him as an artist. But I do not like the things that he has been saying, especially in his most recent album. And I'm just like, I can't support an album where with the things that he's been saying. So, we were just having a conversation on like, because my boyfriend, he loves Kanye. I mean, he loves Kanye as an artist, but he's pretty much like the type of person that's like, well, like we were just having the conversation of like, how do you separate, or when is it enough? Like, how do you separate the artist from your favorite artist rather than like, how do you separate the artist and liking the music when your artist that you're listening to, you don't agree with their views and stuff? Oh my gosh, I'm not making any sense. And I'm just like, this is rough for me, guys. Okay, it's late. I'm really like, yeah. But anyways, it's not even that late. It's freaking 8 something, if I could see correctly. But I haven't eaten dinner. I've been chilling. So yeah, anyways, okay, I'm just not going to be self-conscious. I'm not really being self-conscious. I'm just kind of like, I feel like my mind is all over the place. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to like say all this Gemini themes, but that's how I feel. This is very much a Gemini moon day for sure. I sound so cringe, but it's okay. I can't help it. Let's move on, shall we? To the 4th freaking thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fact about me. Number 4. I used to think that I was introverted, which I still feel like I am mostly, but I feel like I could also resonate with, instead of calling myself an introvert, I would feel like I'm more of an ambivert, if that's how you pronounce it. Because I do really love my alone time and definitely need to recharge if I'm around a lot of people. But when I'm in the mood and I enjoy talking to others, and I feel like, but when I'm in the mood, key ingredient, I do actually really enjoy talking to others and being in group settings. Although I still prefer like one-to-one. I feel like I do my best when I'm like talking one-to-one with somebody rather than group settings. But I do like going to like classes. That's why I really love going to dance classes. I love class settings because I just like being around just like different people, learning from different people, blah, blah, blah. I also used to be shy as a kid, but I overcame that by joining a club, joining a community. And actually I kind of forced myself to do it because obviously it was uncomfortable for me at first, but I knew I needed to kind of like, I really wanted to get out of my shyness. So I decided to do that. So yeah, finding a club, finding a community, getting myself into a group setting, which is something, funny enough, that I still do that to this day. I have a thing where I get comfortable, although I wouldn't say I'm shy anymore, I do get comfortable with being at home too often. And, I can be with myself all day, every day, like I am my own best friend. That's for sure. And I'm so grateful to be able to say that. But sometimes I can get too comfortable with just being with myself. Plus, obviously, I guess it doesn't really count because I do live with my boyfriend. So when I'm tired of being with myself, I do, go and annoy him. We annoy each other. We love, all the things. But we obviously have each other to spend time with, which I'm also grateful for. Especially when we're just being the lovey-dovey couple. Which, I have to say, we have been doing really well. I feel like we were, man, it's just interesting. I feel like our relationship definitely was going through a transformation earlier this year. But for some reason, I do believe like this Aquarius energy impacting everything has really made change my perspective on how, like, I was reminded a lot of things that I forgot about, like just the talks we've had in the past, and like how we're like just important things that we know that we need to prioritize in order to create harmony, consistent harmony in the relationship. Because, like we're both living our lives and we're going through stuff, and like, me and my boyfriend, the great thing about us, but also the challenging part about us, is that we are the definition of opposites attract. And I used to always think that we literally was like so different, but I believe we are similar when it comes to the most important things, like our values and just certain things like that. But we are different. Like my boyfriend is a Scorpio sun. He's a Sagittarius rising. But we do share. I guess I'm sharing everything about my boyfriend too. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna tell his whole chart, even though he wouldn't care because he doesn't even. He listens to me talk about astrology, but he can really care less about that. Like that's not his thing. But so my boyfriend is a Sagittarius rising, a Scorpio sun, and Aries moon. Now I am a Pisces rising, Aquarius sun, and Aries moon. Okay, so we get each other on an emotional level for sure. Sometimes too much, sometimes too much of a similar thing can be kind of like too much because there is no balance. But it's also mostly obviously super helpful because we get each other. We could be ourselves. This is not, what kind of video is this turning into? It's supposed to be about me. But anyways, why was I even talking about him? Why do I keep bringing him up? Because I feel like it's important for me to share. Like I obviously, and I'm sharing these things in hopes for any other Pisces risings or anybody with my Aquarius suns, or I mean, even if you don't, just to kind of like see like if you're a Pisces rising or Aquarius sun or whatever, or if you share some of my similar. Are you in the similar places in your life? And like, do we share similarities? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like it will, honestly, I do think about it. Like, are other Pisces risings going through similar themes than I am? Because it makes sense, like as a Pisces rising right now, at the start of this year, the sun was transiting through our 11th house, which had to do with friends and communities and groups, networks, all that. So like, I know how it resonated with me. Obviously, I started a whole new channel, to find my community of people who were also spiritual and enjoyed astrology. So I'm like, the other Pisces risings have a lot of like those type of themes of like finding community. So I guess part of me, this is not just for Pisces risings, obviously is for everybody, because I want people to be able to like show how you can resonate, like how you can apply the astrology to your real life. But like, yeah, my hopes is to see like how astrology not only plays out for me, but plays out for everybody else, especially the people who have similar placements as me. Because like it would be just cool to see how the different placement, how everything plays out. So anyways, oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of hearing my own self-talk and I just keep ranting off and I have others. Okay, let's focus. So yeah, I was just pretty much saying, as far as like me being introverted, the thing that gets me out of that is forcing myself. Again, it's the same thing that I used to do as a kid, forcing myself to get into groups and communities. So that means like going to my yoga classes, going to my dance classes, getting out the house, which is always like literally so hard. It seems like the hardest thing in the world until I actually do it. And then I'm like, wow, this is so fun. Like I should do this more often. Like I just went to my yoga class a couple of days ago And I was like, oh my gosh, this was such a nice experience. I should do this more often. But then I don't. But, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. I feel like just ending this video here and doing a part 2 later. This video is going to be like freaking 2 hours long. And that's not what I was anticipating. Okay. It really wasn't. You know what? Actually, I may just do that. I'm starting to get tired, guys. And I still have so much. Yeah, I have so much else to say, to talk about. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so annoying. I think I'm going to stop. I know. I think it's because I don't want to, I want to put this, I'm just feeling tired. I'm feeling hungry. And it's literally like past the time. Like my mouth is just done talking at this point right now. Okay. So I got to listen to my body, and I feel like I'm overexerting it right now. Funny enough, actually, before I started this video, I did my little meditation. I did a meditation. I pulled some oracle cards, and one of the cards read that I needed to, I'm trying to find it, but it's not near me. But one of them was body, or like focusing on your body, or body talk. And whenever I get that card, I know like I need to like pay attention to my body and what it's telling me. And what my body's telling me right now is I'm getting tired, and I have so much intentions to finish and want to talk, but I'm just like all over the place right now because I'm tired and I'm hungry. And yeah, I think I will get, so that was like 5 things about myself, I guess, would you say? Yeah. We got somewhere. We made progress today, okay? The next video will be part 2, and it'll finish up the things about myself. And then in that video, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do it to whoever's watching this video. In that video, I will share more astrology or aspects that I have in my astrology chart. But this is part 1 of about me. Also with me talking and ranting about other things like the Gemini moon and my boyfriend and all the stuff like that. So if you enjoyed these type of videos, please give it a like. And if you would like to like comment anything that resonates with you, I will love that in the comment section. And obviously subscribe if you want to be besties, internet friends. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow or in the next video, part 2. Yeah. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go and try to get this video out before I settle down for tonight and eat my food with my boyfriend.